Hello, everybody. This is Ellis Paul here in Crozet, Virginia. So happy to be here with you guys on a Wednesday night. This is the Traveling Medicine Show. We are here on, let me see if I got to turn off that Instagram post. Got to turn off that Instagram post. Show? Weird. There's a loop. It's kind of groovy. Weird. There's a loop. There we go. Now we get rid of it. I might have just axed our Instagram feed, but that's okay. Hey, let me know that you're here and that you're alive and that you're technologically savvy, which I frequently am not. We've got Eric Apgar here. He is saying hola from Pensacola, and we're glad to have him here. He's a Boston Bruins fan, nonetheless. We're going to start the show in about 5 minutes. I'm looking at, let's see here. Oh, yes. Perhaps we'll play a little music in the background while we wait. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. Just let me know where you're from, y'all. Love to hear that you guys are here and that you're hanging out with me tonight. I'm glad you are. This song is called A Life Well Lived. I wrote this with Abby Gardner. It's just in the background. Debbie is here from Old Saybrook. Just saw her a few weeks ago. Nice to have you guys here, Deb. Thank you for joining us. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. Still a beautiful, bright evening here in Crozet, Virginia. Got friends here from Great Barrington, Massachusetts. JGS. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to start in just a few minutes. Just making sure everything is set in place. The harmonicas. One here. We have all sorts of apparatus. Joe Olivo's here. Nice to see you here too, Joe. And Karen is here. Joan Hacker from San Diego is here. Hi, Joan. Nice to have you here as well. We're just chilling, guys, waiting for a crowd to show up. We're going to start soon, just in a couple minutes. I'll give you some good news. I won $4 in the lottery. That was exciting. Dana is here from Mount Pleasant. Nice to see Dana. I'm going to see Dana in about a month. Rich Burnett is dealing with tornado warnings, thunder and lightning over there in Maryland. We don't have that kind of weather here. Fortunately, tonight it looks pretty great. And of course, Karen is here, who runs the home office. Karen just saw her 400th live Ellis Paul show. And she's been to nearly every one of these live streams, which is probably number well over 400 as well. I spent $10 on the lottery and I won $4, so I really lost only $6. Is that a win? It's hard to say, isn't it? Pour yourself a beverage, y'all. It should be a nice night tonight. I don't know what I'm going to play, but we're going to hang out a bit and it should be fun. Let me know where you're from. And let me know what you did today. Karen says she loves me a road trip. Nice. And Debbie is just smiling. I'm sipping a glass of wine. Cheers to you all. JGS says, please play 18. I might be able to accommodate that. We'll see. Usually that one needs a little bit of a rehearsal. Eric Apgar is working in Keene, New Hampshire tonight and today. And again, he's clearly a Bruins fan. He's back home in Mansfield, Connecticut now. And Jen Ragler is here. Hey, let's get on with the show, shall we? I'm going to do our infamous opening commercial for the show here. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the official start of the show. This is Ellis Paul, and you're listening to the Traveling Medicine Show. It's a show where I come online and live stream. Hey, I don't have a guest tonight, but I want to let you know that the next show with a guest is going to be June 19th. I'm going to have two guests. Don Conoscenti is going to be coming on and singing songs, as well as Don Davidoff. And we're going to be sort of doing a pre-show for the big cruise that's happening next year. Some of you know that we are going to Norway, which is going to be very, very exciting. Don's going to be coming along with us. And Don Davidoff is the one that runs the whole thing. This is it right here, Norway Fan Club Cruises. Oh man, it's going to be great. It's been on my bucket list for a long time. June 16th to the 23rd, 2025. I'm going to have Don Conoscenti with me, and I'll be there. And there may be some more musicians as well. Laurie may be there. She hasn't decided on whether she's going to go or not. But listen, if you want to see some beautiful scenery and get just drenched in some other culture, it starts in Amsterdam. That's where the ship leaves. Most people come a few days early to see the Van Gogh Museum or the Anne Frank Museum. There's lots of things to see. The Red Light District in Amsterdam and all the canals. It's absolutely beautiful. Then we'll get on a ship for 7 days. I'll be playing every night just to the people that come along, and as will Don. It's going to be cool. It's fantastic. If you can come, please do. It's been on my my list for a long time, and let me get all this stuff off. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about it. And so on June 19th, on the Wednesday show, on the Traveling Medicine Show, we're going to be talking about traveling to Norway and what we're going to see, the places we're going to go. I'll set up some photographs so that you guys can see some of the fjords we're going to be in. I'll have pictures of Amsterdam just to let you know what's coming. Don Conoscenti will come in and play a few shows, play a few songs, and try and steal the show as much as he can. And yeah, it'll be great. Talking to some other guests coming up too. We're going to get back into having guests here through the fall. I really want to do more of that happening here on the show. But for tonight, yeah, I'm sorry, it's just me. We're going to just hang and talk and play some songs here. Got a lot of friends here. Laura is from Whitman, Massachusetts. Hi, Laura. Thank you for tuning in. Stacy Rico up in Maine. Always a pleasure to see Stacy here. Dana Gunn has been just relaxing after a long day of work. So happy to be able to catch this live stream with all of you lovely folks. Craig Ossie is here from Kentucky. And JGS says, Norway, here I come. Rose Gable Libby is up there. She's going to maybe see me in Portsmouth this weekend. If you are listening in the New England area, I've got 3 shows. The first on Friday night is in Shirley, Massachusetts. It is at the Bull Run Restaurant, which is one of my favorite places to play. Got some great history there. Saturday night is in Norwood, Massachusetts at the Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter. And then Sunday is up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire at the Music Hall Lounge. And that should be really, really fun. All of those shows are just absolutely the best kind of venues you can imagine. They've got a great vibe and food at a lot of them, drinks at a lot of them. Some of you know I've been working on a new song. It's called Spaceman Billionaire. I'm about to play it. I want to just thank Simon for coming in here and watching the show and all, and contributing on the PayPal front. Thank you. He's over there in England, so he's in Edinburgh City, which is pretty darn late. I've got to bring the lyrics up to this so I don't mess it up, so just give me a second. This is my newest song. I've been working on a harmonica part. I guess I could try playing the harmonica. Let's see if I can do this. I have all my songs stored on a place called SongSpace, and it keeps recordings of the songs. And again, this one is the new one. Money for a cab fare. My wheels are broken and my shoes could use repair. I'm catching quarters in Times Square. Newspapers blowing on through. And this here ain't my first time. You get a blanket and a meal when you kneel at the shrine. I'm praying for a lifeline. When right there up over my head, there's a spaceman billionaire on a billboard up over Times Square, spilling champagne everywhere, granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. Every man deserves his fair share. Give me a shovel and I'll dig a well somewhere. Give me a hammer and I swear I'll build a roof right over my head. But there's a spaceman billionaire. He's like a genie up over Times Square, spilling champagne everywhere. He's granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. On Mars, bring us luxury cars, make a disco ball out of the moon. It's a monopoly game, the pieces all look the same. He's the Big Bang's first tycoon. The life of the party at the top had saloon. He's a spaceman billionaire, rocket ship flying somewhere. He'll plant a flag when he gets there. He'll say the world is mine, it's only fair. I'm the Spaceman Billionaire. I'm the Spaceman Billionaire. I want a house with a clothesline, a house with just a clothesline. Spaceman Billionaire. Every time I play it, it gets closer to being recorded. And I've put up a demo of it on Patreon. If you're a member of Patreon, you've already have access. If you'll scroll down all of the posts, you'll see one version of it. That was like the first version of it, so the lyrics have changed some. And now that I've been working on this harmonica part, and I didn't really play what I worked on. Something like that. I know it's awkward looking. It may be dated. I mean, the song already sounds like I'm just trying to write a Neil Young song, so maybe having the harmonica in there is not a good idea at all. But I've got a melody that I'm picking out. Oh, I love this. Steve Buck, who's watching on Facebook, he says, "You are my go-to artist when I'm fly fishing." I love that. I've been fishing for songs here, my friend Steve, for a long time. And I just hope I'm not fishing for songs downstream from you because you're getting all the good fish. Redbird, Connecticut says, "Hey, Ellis, guy Jamie from Connecticut. We loved your show at the Guthrie Center last week. It was a fun show. Thank you for being there, brother." And he loves the new song. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, this one does. I was there with my husband. We like the new songs too. Yeah, it's great to be back writing again and getting the song cycle going again. And yeah, I'm going to be recording probably in January, February. And I'll have a new record out next year. It's also the 25th anniversary of The World Ain't Slowing Down. So I'm thinking of re-recording The World Ain't Slowing Down and putting it on the new record as well. And that'll be another marketing ploy. Do those work? I have no idea. But we're going to do it anyway. Debbie says, "Would you please play 55? Of course I will. I would love to. I've lived through 8-track tapes, DVDs, vinyl records still in the sleeves, mixed cassettes I once believed could keep a girlfriend crying. Polaroids were just a trend, rotary phones won't spin round again, and highway maps all came to an end. Nobody saw them folding. And I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. On a dusty highway I once rode my car. I walked away without a scar. I spent countless nights playing smoky bars, trying to find myself a little trouble. Whiskey sour, whiskey neat, but one too many, and you're obsolete. I was living the dream on a lucky streak, nearly trapped like a ship in a bottle. And I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Rand McNally and the fax machine, milkman bringing home butter and cream. The Sears and Roebuck magazine, look what I out-survived. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. I can't remember where I got the call. Might have been St. Louis, might have been St. Paul. They've canceled every show through fall. Turn the bus round, boys, it's over. This virus don't care if you got mouths to feed, or about songs you're singing while the whole world's bleeding. But you get to stay, and John Prine's leaving. Who's in charge of the order? Rand McNally and the fax machine, milkman bringing home butter and cream. The Sears and Roebuck magazine, look what I out-survived. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Fall in love, fall in lust, fall to pieces, fall to dust. The only thing I've come to trust is the sun's gonna shine. Good morning, good morning. Well, I fell in love, I had a child. Making babies never goes out of style, but she can kill me with just her smile. She can break me just by crying. Rand McNally and the fax machine, milkman bringing home butter and cream. The Sears and Roebuck magazines, look what I out-survived. Well, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Oh, I'm 55, God only knows why I'm still alive. That was 55 from the new album, as you can see right here. You join Patreon. You don't get a new CD anymore. You actually get a digital copy of it. We're still selling those, We're still uploading those digital copies, right, Karen? For all the new members. And Karen said, yes, she's released a live version of the World Ain't Slowing Down. It was sent out to all the Patreon folks this morning. So join Patreon if you want to get some of the specialty stuff. James Little says, my wife and daughter saw you in Northern Virginia before Memorial Day, and they loved it. We try to see you every time you come to Atlanta. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Charlene, who I believe is in Oklahoma, says, grand to hear you tonight. And Nancy Chestnut is busy doing the math. She can't figure out why she's not quite 55 anymore, I guess. It's hard, isn't it, getting older? Yeah, just coming to terms with the idea of it. And, you know, being grateful for every day, trying to get the bullshit out of your life, right? Isn't that sort of the secret. Trying to make the most of what you have left and enjoy it. Whatever that may be. I'm hoping to get another 30 or 40, but who the hell knows? Hey, I bought a car this week. I'm thrilled with it. It's a Honda CR-V hybrid. And man, has it been nice. I got it at Carvana, where I bought my car right before this. Want to say hello to Patrick Dugan over there at the Patreon site watching. Hey, brother, just click on the YouTube icon and come over to where YouTube is, because you'll be able to join a more active discussion board, if you will. Simon, thank you again over there in England. I am happy to be playing for you tonight and happy to have someone from England tuning in. And thank you, Cheryl, as well, for the love in the chip jar. And Ann, thank you, guys. Y'all keep me going, and you keep this show actively on the air. So thank you for that. Let's try another song here, shall we? Joni is asking, is this a Patreon show? No, the Wednesday show is not a exclusive show. But what happens is I do this publicly on this show. And after 48 hours, I erase it from all of the social media sites except for Patreon. So it's only available on Patreon after 48 hours. That's the way we roll. So if you miss one of these shows, you have to be a Patreon member to see the archive after 2 days. So Patreon, in many ways, it's going to be the place where there's a subscription to my archive. All of these shows, the holiday shows, the Halloween shows, the specialty shows. We have a July 4th show coming up. We're going to do a tribute show to Joni Mitchell coming up. We're going to have a tribute show to John Prine coming up. All of those will be archived after 48 hours on Patreon. And that's one of the many great things that we're trying to do for Patreon subscribers. We got Bob Allen here, who sees me over there in McCabe's, and Tom Wolke, who's a world traveler. He is in Portugal, just tuning in. That's exciting, man. I hope and wish you happy and safe travels. Nice to have you tuning in. Elliot says, any plans for Arizona? Potentially. I'd like to do the Southwest sometime next year. I'll try and get to Santa Fe, Albuquerque, and Phoenix if I can. So keep an eye out for that. And Bill and Woody, thank you guys for tuning in from Colorado. I am playing both in Denver and in Boulder coming up in the fall, playing at Swallow Hill, and also playing at the, somewhere in Boulder. I can't remember the name of the venue. So keep an eye out. Let's do some more songs, shall we? Oh, you know what I was going to do? Maybe I'll show you the photograph here. Hold on. Open camera. This is a picture of me at the Carvana site. And that white car that's in the building, that's the car that's currently sitting in my driveway. It's a Honda CR-V hybrid, and it gets about 10 miles per gallon more than the gas version, which I've had before. Joni says, did I see that the Fallout Shelter? Yes, on Saturday night. That's going to be the Fallout Shelter show up in Norwood, Massachusetts. Let's try a new one. I thought, I haven't done this one in a while. It's going to be rusty. Oh, what the hell? Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. I feel it in the air. Summer's out of reach. Empty lake, empty streets. The sun goes down low. I'm driving by your house, though I know you're not home. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and sunglasses on, baby. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. I never will forget those nights. Wonder if it was a dream. Remember how you made me crazy. Remember how I made you scream. Now I don't understand what happened to our love. But babe, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair combed back and sunglasses on, baby. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. Out on the road today, I saw a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac. Little voice inside my head said, don't look back, you can never look back. I thought I knew what love was, but did I know? Those days are gone forever. I should just let them go by. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. You got the top pulled down and radio on, baby. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. There we go. That's so fun on a banjo. A banjo-tar, I should say. A banjo has 4 or 5 strings. And this is just a guitar with a banjo head, really. And the proper strings for the setup. I have a light on the inside as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it turns color. And it's kind of cool, especially when it's dark. Tom Wolk says, I've always loved this song. Someday I'll tell you my Henley story best over a glass or a bottle of Portuguese wine. Well, I hope maybe I'll see you at either NERFA or Folk Alliance. We'll see. Tom's a great manager. He's been in the music business almost his whole life. And well, he says, we got to get you and Laurie over here to my new home in Sintra. I didn't know you were living there, brother. You'll have to drop me a line, let me know how that is. This is a cool thing to do. When you shake the guitar, after hitting a note like that, you can get kind of vibrato out of it. And by bending the neck back, you can stretch the chord as well. Yeah, I came up with that riff. The actual song goes. But I thought it would be a little more interesting if I did the. This is almost like a toy piano, toy banjo, I should say. I have a 6-string banjo-tar that's a little bit more like an actual banjo. This one has a little bit more plinkiness to it. The notes are a little bit rounded and less, it's much less loud, and I feel like live I can control it a little bit better. But the intonation's a little funky on it. Ron Bosley says, does a guitar, Joe, have a tone ring? I don't know what a tone ring is. Nice to have you all here. I want to thank Cheryl again in the tip jar. Michael, thank you in the tip jar. Sarah, thank you. Venmo and in PayPal. Thank you guys for that. I guess I should put up the banner. We won't do this for long, folks, but thank you. Well, if y'all want to hear something, let me know in the comments. I'll see if I can get to it. Dana Gunn says, can we hear Cosmos before the end of the evening? Why not? I'll do that right now. Sweet dreams, Tom Wilk. Wow, that's gonna be, let's do down here. This is from the new album, 55. Dana asked for it. Let me see if I remember it. I'm one of the flock, riding this rock across the cosmos. And before I'm a ghost, I'll thank my host. Oh, what a wild ride it's been. I've touched the sun and the sea. I've followed the truth in me. I've seen the divine the divine in you. And I had a child, perfect and wild. Isn't she lovely? And more friends than most, don't mean to boast, are the love surrounds me. I've touched the sun and the sea, I follow the truth in me, and I felt their love, I've seen their love, I felt your love in me. And I used my hands till they turned to sand. I tasted sweet wine, sang all the songs, I played along till the last words were sung by me. I've touched the sun and the sea, I follow the truth in me, I've seen the divine, and I sang the songs, and I felt your love in me. I love playing that song, and I like thinking about the recording of this song and the writing of the song. I wrote it just before going up to Woodstock, where I was finishing with the album, and then it ended up being the first song on the album because I loved it so much. Thank you all for the tips and the tip jar that came in. Dana, thank you for that, and Thomas, thank you as well. Mr. Tom. Tom's in Portugal. That's so exciting. All right, let's see here. We got some more songs coming in. Dana Prim wants to hear Angel from Montgomery. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm playing the whole show on Kismet tonight. Guinness and Lucy are in the garage getting packed up for tomorrow's drive up north. I'm a woman named after my mother. My old man is another child who's grown old. Your dreams were lightning, the thunder desire. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But That was a long time, and no matter how I tried, all the years they flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can't hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening with nothing to say? Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. To believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. I was watching the comments speak down here, and I saw Nancy says, what is it about this song? It always gets me, even though I haven't a clue what it's all about. Well, he's not going to come out and tell you, but he's going to try and show you. She's talking about all the exciting things that she used to have in her life. And now the days are just blurring on by, and it's hard to believe in life at all. She's seen flies in the kitchen, and a partner just comes home from work and doesn't say anything to her, doesn't react at all. She's reminiscing about an old cowboy that she was in love with. He wasn't a beautiful man, but he paid attention to her. And when she says, make me an angel that flies from Montgomery, she wants to go see the world. She wants adventure. She wants wings. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. She wants like adventure. She wants excitement. That's the rodeo. That's what I get from it. I might be wrong. He's not alive now to ask, but he's done so many interviews in the past. I'm sure there's some kind of interview out there where he explains what his intentions were. I just love playing it because, of course, he's speaking in the voice of a woman, and he's got distinct male voice happening. And when I play it for my daughters, they're always like, what is going on? They don't see songwriting as literature. You know what I mean? Like, you can take on the voice of a character in a song. Taylor Swift doesn't do that. She just speaks as Taylor Swift. Well, yeah. Olivia Rodrigo doesn't do that. BTS doesn't do that. And that's why that new song that I wrote, Spaceman Billionaire, is from the perspective of someone who's dealing with homelessness. You might ask, what is that song about? Well, that song is about, why are we talking about going to Mars where we can't even put people in homes here? but maybe all the songs should come with sort of grim notes, because we don't want to be too obvious. You know what I mean? We want to suggest the meaning so that you have an aha moment either in the heart that's inexplicable, or in the mind that's like, oh, I get what he's trying to say. That's clever or funny or interesting or insightful. You know, that's why. Songs that are too literal sometimes, they can be great. Something like The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald just tells the story in this beautiful way, poetically, and, it's historical fiction. And there's no way that your mind can stray from the intention of the song. But yeah, I think John Prine's being interesting that way. We have some friends from Japan. Arigato. Thank you for being here. And Frank, brother, thank you for the love in the tip jar, and all you folks on the Venmo side of things. Frank, and there's a few more folks over there. Thank you. Charlene, thank you. This guitar, I'm just totally falling in love with again. I had to sell it. Have I told you guys this story? This is a guitar that essentially came from the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival. I won it in a raffle. And it's a pretty small body guitar, and when things were rough during the pandemic and it was closing in on Christmas, I needed extra money, and I sold this guitar to this beautiful guy named Michael Symes and his wife Abigail. It's a beautiful guitar, and it was $5,000 was the price. This is what it's worth. This is a pretty fancy Martin guitar, beautiful. And I loved it, but it wasn't adapting to enough of my songs so that I would be taking it on the road, and I felt like it's in good shape. I probably should sell this before Christmas so I can buy my kids Christmas presents. This was in 2020. And so I put it up. I made an announcement that I was selling it, and Michael took me up on it, and he's been a fan of mine for a long time. And he's a musician, and he bought it. And then I ended up playing a show for him as well, like a private show, like 2-3 years later. And because he was a contributor on my album as well. And he gave the guitar back to me as a gift on that day, which is amazing, because I'm in love with the guitar. This is you can just hear the wood in it. Ron Bosley says, yeah, it's a wide neck like a classical. That's right. Yeah, it's a bit more, it has a very light feel. It sort of feels like a parlor guitar. And our friend in Japan wants to hear Sweet Mistakes. I tell you what, I'm gonna go get my other guitars, and we'll do a couple more songs, but they're in the garage. You're gonna have to wait a second, okay? We're just gonna turn, you guys can look out the window at my neighborhood here. I'll be right back. All right. Our friend wants me to play Sweet Mistakes, so I think I will. Just gotta open the case. Let's see here. right, we're almost there. Guitar pick. Pop the cork, a champagne glass, race to the future, drink to the past, and thank the Lord for the friends he cast in the play he wrote for you. And if you love the girl, man, light up a torch, blaze a trail of her front porch, and kiss her till your lips are scorched, till the rain comes down on you. And bless your sweet mistakes that crumbled you down to your knees. They brought you to this place. They're changing you by degrees, when change was just what you needed. So if you live your life in a three-piece suit and a cocktail dress, or combat boots, you pick your path, you walk your truth, and the world will come round to you. It's a long ride, I can't tell you why, but there's a place in your pocket where peace can abide. You pull it out, it's a compass, a guide, it'll put a little soul on you. And bless your sweet mistakes that crumbled you down to your knees. They brought you to this place, and they're changing you by degrees, when change was just what you needed. And in this wild blue world, there is a soul even fine feeling, girl. You've got to walk in paradise to find the pearl. If you only believe, you get what you need. So conquer your fears, you'll master the game. Life is always never the same. Use a little faith to light the flame, and I know you'll connect to you. And bless your sweet mistakes that crumbled you down to your knees. Ah, they brought you to this place, changing you by degrees, when change was just what you needed. Well, this is Lucy, y'all. I'll take that banner down. Thank you guys for the tips in the tip jar and keeping my my show here going. This is a high-strung guitar. It's strung differently. It's like an octave up from a normal guitar. I've written a lot of songs on this guitar and this kind of tuning. This is built by George Crackett, and it's got my signature on the headstock in abalone, which is nice. And the G string is the highest string on the guitar neck, so the finger picking patterns sound like they're inverted in a cool way. When you put a capo on it, you can get a very, very beautiful, almost music box kind of effect. Isn't that pretty? More and more, when I do these shows, I'll be doing songs that I don't often play live. When I'm playing live, I want to play the ones that are important to me in the moment. But when I'm here, I do want to dive into my archive of songs and get back to songs I haven't played a lot, like Sweet Mistakes. I haven't played that. It's probably my second most listened to song in the history of my career, but I don't play it much these days. And there's still a lot of songs coming in, but I'm going to call it a night. It's been an hour, and dinner I can smell is up on the stove. So Lori is making a meal for us tonight, and I owe you guys some songs here, but I will be back next week. Likely gonna try to find someone to step in as a special guest. We have Don Conoscenti coming up on June 19th. Lisa Bastoni, a great folk singer from Boston, is coming through. I think on July 3rd. We might switch the date around. And there'll be more folk singers coming through, interview, and songs. And I hope to introduce you to some folks you haven't heard before, and some of the people that have been playing with me and been friends of mine throughout the years. So Lisa Bastoni is a great songwriter from Boston. I've been listening to her for a few years. I really like what she does. She's also a great visual artist. So July 3rd is that date, and Don Conoscenti is going to be June 19th, and we're going to be singing about Norway and talking about Norway. And sending love to you guys. And very, very good to see some old friends. Joe, I'm sorry I didn't get to your song. I'm sorry, Joan, I didn't get to your song as well. Carol, your song. And come back, okay? We'll keep on doing these and keep asking, and I'll get to them. And thank you for that, Dana. Good night, y'all. Thanks again for the love and the tip jar, and thanks for keeping me working. Yeah. Cheers.